Yo, my people, welcome back to another episode of the Out Here podcast. I'm your host, Jason Izon. I'm joined by
Mids and B, what are we saying, guys?
And who do we have in the studio today with us?
She's got Kemsy from What You Watching.
Ralph from What You Watching.
Producer J. In the cut. You know what it is.
Wow.
Come on.
Thank you guys for coming.
Come on, man. Anytime.
So basically, we start off our show with some hit blunts. So these are just like statements and questions to get you thinking. If you get all three right, then you win a prize. Am I missing anything?
No.
Alright, cool. Yeah. So, also, there is or isn't a right or wrong answer.
Yeah, it's just your perspective. If your perspective is right to the group, then you're the winner.
If you convince all of us, then yeah, you can get it.
Oh, I'm going to lose this one.
Alright, cool. So the first one is, at one point in your life, your age was exactly pi.
Ah, shit.
I was on second set for most still.
That's not that was bad.
It's alright. It's okay. It's on the top.
Hey, you might answer first.
I don't know, man.
Guys, I'm scared.
It's early.
3.14.
Yeah, wait, say that again. This question.
That's not a question, it was just a statement.
Oh,
At one point in your life, you were exactly pi years old.
technically. You
I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
3
just
years
gonna
and
say
like a month and however many days.
Yeah.
Isn't it bare decimal points?
That sounds
Yeah, but
Yeah.
at
Well,
one
it'd be
point-
like days, hours, minutes.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Seconds,
Yeah.
Alright, say no more. That's what got me. I was thinking,
Fairs,
I
yeah.
hear it,
Yeah.
but yeah. But you know, fuck it. It's there.
But imagine you having like a pie birthday. Like,
Bro, that will last. You'll be gone before you even think about it, bro.
yeah, just get like a little cake and then. move on
Bro,
with
even
it.
by the time the cake gets there, it's already gone past the pie.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Still eating the cake.
Actually, but then
I
again,
felt high there. I felt high for a second.
Cool. The second one is, nothing is on fire. Fire is on things.
no, that's wrong.
No?
Nothing
If
is
you
on
think-
fire.
if you think about it, it's,
Fire is on.
yeah, because you don't put anything on fire. Like,
Are you sure?
you could put, oh, yeah, wait.
No, but the
Actually,
flame, the flame is sitting on top of things. It's not.
But you have to put it on it.
What we say? Well,
You have
'cause
to
we could
set,
say,
bro, you have to set
the
something
what about
about
gas
light.
cookers and that?
Hmm?
You put a pan over the gas
It
cooker.
depends. Yeah, it depends what type of
Yeah,
flame is
exactly.
on.
That's technically
yeah.
on the fire.
Bro, even when you're doing a little rotisserie thing, the fire
Oh,
is
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, but
on
like
the
if I
fire.
was to light a match right now and put it on you, the fire is on you. You're not on the fire.
No, but if I turn on
It
a
depends
cooker,
which one came first. But you were technically there before whatever flame I'm
Yeah, because
talking
the man
about.
would say he's on fire, but he's not
Yeah.
actually on fire. The
Fire's
fire's
on him. Yeah.
So you're gonna say fire is on him,
It should.
It's
It sounds
bad
dumb.
English,
It's
but
yeah,
it's
right.
right.
Sounds dumb. It sounds
What?
dumb. Sounds dumb.
bro. He could be burning over there. I'm thinking, what are you saying? Do you know what I mean? Like,
The
just
fire's
say-
on him. The fire's on him.
I don't even want to help
You're
you.
thinking he's rapping or something.
Word.
He's on fire.
Exactly, what bees you spitting over? What are you talking about? Like,
Oh, alright.
Cool. The last one is, it won't be too long before people start using the 20s, 30s, and 40s to describe the 2020s, 2030s, and 2040s.
do you know what's so mad? I actually wanted to do a day party to go into the roaring 20s, but
Oh,
COVID happened.
Ah,
So that-
Yeah, think about it. When we're gonna reflect on COVID, we're gonna be like, yeah, those 20s was rough, man.
yeah, you're right.
Bro, the
You're
20s
right.
been rough. Damn.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Does that mean that we got to start like dressing more bourgeois and all them things there?
As you grow up, I guess so. I'm gonna be wearing a tracksuit at like 70.
No,
I am.
I might be confident.
I definitely am.
Yes.
No, I mean like, bro,
Comfy,
bring
man.
back the pocket watches and that.
Nah, there's someone that pisses me off with what they wear. Usher, I hate the way he dresses, bro.
Yeah, that's
He dresses like a young man. It's like, bro, you're in your
No,
40s.
Fabulous is the worst.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I didn't even see no
His
He's
colour
still stuck in
coordination
it.
sometimes is lit, but it's like, come on.
No,
now.
he's stuck in the early 2000s. You
Yeah.
don't know what year it is.
Because in the early 2000s it was hard, but now it's like.
Yeah, come on, brother.
But Usher doesn't. I can't
Yeah,
remember a
that's,
bad
what,
Usher thing.
that's what I'm trying to look at.
It's not bad. No, they're not bad. I'm saying, but for his age, it's like
It's not
I
inappropriate.
know. Yeah, I know you're 40.
No, but
You're
he
just
doesn't
like a
look.
10-year-old.
He doesn't. Him and Pharrell don't look like their age.
I hear it,
Yeah,
because
Chris
I
Brown is
know.
worse.
Yeah.
That picture.
But he's off the yay. I keep trying to tell you. Like,
This guy's looking fly. What are we talking about?
no. There's a video with him and Summer Walker, and he's wearing like a leather vest,
when they were performing.
leather trousers. I'm just like, come on,
Oh,
man.
swear.
I'm
Oh.
sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he would look good in a leather vest.
Tupac. Tupac looked alright.
Let's go back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Still example.
R.I.P.
That other one looks good in it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
he's upstairs.
R.I.P.
Listen, he's upstairs.
Someone on the floor.
That's in the upper room.
Nah, you can rock level if you're confident enough. You have
Who
to-
on the floor? Give me an example.
I don't know a celebrity.
I can't lie. I feel like the only celebrity nowadays that would probably rock something like that is probably like Lil Nas.
Maybe Skepta.
Chris Brown.
Oh, man said Little Nas.
Ah!
I'm out.
There we go.
I'm out.
There we go.
You're right. You win. Shit.
Listen, Jermaine's left the chat.
It nearly went over my head, you know. It nearly went over my head. Hey.
Cool. So let's get into Nine's crop circles. You guys want to start with the movie or the album?
The album came out first, didn't it? So let's see the album.
Yeah.
Let's get into the
Would
album.
you man think?
I really liked it, man. I prefer it over the first crop circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best one.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I really liked it. I think it was another like Infinity Stone into his discography.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's really building something where it's like when we look back. I think you saw that tweet that Rambo posted where it's like Skepta's
Oh,
discography.
Skepta and yeah.
I would say, do you know what it is? It's weird because it's like it's a weighting thing. A weighting like in terms of weighted averages, like Skepta's Konnichiwa album. I don't think Dance is anything close to that.
No way near.
But in terms of
Crabs in the Bucket might be close to it.
Nah,
Yeah, I reckon it was.
No, but in terms of
Might be
like
close to Konnichiwa, you know.
in terms of
I'm a
a
big
run,
Skepta fan, by the way.
in terms of a run,
Yeah.
no, I don't think anyone has anything that clean though.
What in terms of
What do you mean?
Skepta's?
In terms of a run of albums where it's like
Skepta has some bad albums, you know.
no, but I'm saying like
What about
every 9 albums
Yeah.
like a 8. Whereas
Yeah.
like Skepta has like 10, 7.
But I'm
You
saying
don't want consistency.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
But
that's
I'm
what in
saying,
favour of
oh,
9.
before
yeah.
Blacklisted, he didn't have a good album.
Microphone Champion was alright.
Oh, sorry. Okay, before Microphone Champion, sorry, you're right. There wasn't a good album. There wasn't a good album.
Yeah, but
So what? That's like
But
2,
that
3
was-
albums. I'll say 9 has like 5, 4 or 5. Where it's like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But do you
Yeah.
know what my thing is with Nines?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this
We
because
could get into this conversation.
Yeah,
You've been trying to
bro,
put this agenda out there, but yeah,
I've been tweeting, bro.
Let me hear this. Let me hear this.
Nah, like obviously, I'm not saying I don't like Nines because I do like Nines,
Mm.
but people just get too excited.
Why?
Like,
Why'd you say that?
They blow it out of proportions. They, oh my gosh, Nines is the best rapper in the UK.
Oh,
This tape is one of the best of.
I
Da, da, da,
think-
da.
do you know what
Like,
it is?
I
It's
get
true.
it.
When it drops, yeah.
Like I get it in terms of like, and I think it's more so because of the type of rap it is. It's the more lifestyle.
Yeah, it's flagrant.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Flagrant.
bro, hella braggadocious. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think
Calendar
why
Girl is
people say
crazy.
he's the best rapper in the UK is because like there's certain boxes you need to tick, and I feel like he's ticked them, but you wouldn't necessarily say he would outbar Dave or something.
He
So
wouldn't-
that's why
No,
you would take him out of that bar.
There are I'm not gonna lie to you. In terms of UK rappers now, there's a lot of man that will wash him on tracks.
Nah, easily.
Nah,
yeah,
but-
yeah.
No. If we're talking about bars, and this is what I say about rap. Yeah, rap has always been about bars. Anyway you flip it, the bars come first. Do you know what I mean? Especially in the UK. So I don't think you can say someone is the greatest or the best rapper in the UK if their bars aren't really. It's never like something that he might have these one-liners where it's like, I made 50k a week. That's $1 million a year or something like that. Where it's like, okay, yeah, that's lavish. But no one has till this day. No one has told me a bar where it's like. Did he use a double entendre?
No, he does that on Tony.
Is it-
Soprano
is
too.
there-
Nah,
is
I think
there
you're
like-
bugging. I think you're bugging.
Do you like Future?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think Future's one of the best rappers ever?
No,
Oh, sorry, one of the best rappers in our generation.
not for rap. No,
No, but I'm saying as a like, do you like his music? Like,
I like his music.
like you
yeah.
bump that shit. What? He ain't
Yeah.
got bars. That's
You know,
I think
and-
Nines is on that UK version of
No, but I
No,
wouldn't
no,
say
no,
that.
no,
Future's
no,
like
a
he
bad
gasses you.
example.
Future
no,
gasses you.
Nines
No,
was
no, no.
spin Future in a rapping type of thing.
And do you know what it is? I feel like so when you said Future now, I don't want to say I don't go to Future for bars because obviously I don't. But I have never said, or when it comes to greatest rappers, Future's never in the conversation. When you talk about artists,
No, but people have been saying he's better than Jay-Z, so technically speaking, people are
who
trying
the
to-
hell's been saying
Nah,
that?
no, he would say that.
Hear me out.
There
No,
must
no,
be
no, they want. No,
people
they
are
want-
starting
they
to say
want-
that.
they
No,
want-
no, no,
it's
no.
on
If
social
people are
media.
saying like-
if you say
Yeah.
If people say that he has a better discography, then maybe I could sort of entertain
Okay,
that
no,
conversation.
why I say
That's
people are
true.
saying he's better, I'm not saying people are saying he's a better lyricist. I'm saying people are saying he's better as an artist.
Yeah,
than
and that's what I said. That's
Oh, nah,
and,
yeah.
and that's why I said not as I don't look to him when I say greatest rappers. If you say greatest artists, then I would.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because I'm not gonna say rap is an art or do you know, rappers are an artist. It's just that I feel like
There's more to it.
exactly. Do you know what I mean? Future. When we're talking about artists, it's someone that can do rap, maybe hip hop, R&B, whatever, just covering the whole music art form. But if you just stick to rap, bro, you gotta abide by the rules of rap.
bars. Like when you listen to rap, you want bars.
Yeah, but I
Not 24/7, but you need to be good with your
no,
bars.
but Nines does have bars, man. Nines does
No,
have bars.
and
His
that's what,
delivery is
and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm not saying he has no lyrical content. But to say that he's the best in the UK or one of the greatest UK rappers,
He
bro.
is 100%. Because not a lot of UK man can make consistent good albums.
I think he's one of the best, but I think it's also a thing where it's nostalgia as well. You don't hear from him often. Then you hear he drops something
Yeah.
great again.
No, but he drops
and
every
then everyone's
2
like, oh,
years.
yeah.
That's not too bad.
It's not
But
too.
I'm saying
It's not too
you don't
bad.
hear
But
nothing from him. Like no singles, no nothing. Like, you're
it's
just-
not too bad. But it's the age of spin. Everything's going.
No,
quick,
but he's
quick,
been
quick, quick,
think
quick.
about when he started. He started what 2012,
Mhm.
and we're talking about him in 2023. So he can't be dropping singles. Do you know how long that is? He's been in prison. He's been through how many things in his life? Like
Yeah, and the
You
guy.
can't
Oh yeah, no,
bro,
I'm not saying the practicality of it is unreasonable. I'm just saying when people don't hear from someone and then he drops something that bangs again,
exactly.
and he's had something that bangs like
no,
from-
but the
from
fact that
childhood
he's
times.
dropping a tape and people are putting him in that conversation again shows how quality the tape is.
Oh yeah,
No,
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 Like,
I
I'm gonna
get that.
sit
the
with
tape-
this
the
album
tape-
till the next album, and then till the
100.
next album.
No,
so
no,
I
no,
don't
Like,
need-
but you got no choice. That's what
Exactly.
you're trying to say.
Yeah,
If he was dropping consistently, I don't know if we would have
No,
this
but we
conversation.
don't-
No, but certain man can't do what he does. Certain man
Yeah,
can't drop
you
an
can't,
album, then maybe wait 2
exactly.
years. I'll listen to your album for a week
'Cause
and
I
then
think-
I'm not gonna listen to it
okay.
again.
no, but
Which
that's why
is
that's
what I'm
what
saying.
I say.
Bare
That's why I
man,
say
which
people
is
say
what
what
I
they
hear.
say though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
but like you can say someone
Why
like
is that a bad thing though?
you can say
I'm
someone
not saying
like
it's a bad
Fredo
thing.
who's
Okay,
been
okay,
dropping
okay.
singles for the past 6-7 years, but Fredo does have an album that's close to any of Nines'.
Ooh, I don't know, brother. Fredo's got on
An
better.
album that's
Yeah.
close to
The
You
Nines'.
last
might
album
have
was
a
good,
point
bro.
on that.
The
you know.
Which
last
one?
album-
Independence Day.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
good, bro.
Independence Day is the only one that's close-ish.
No, there was
You've got a
another one
good
as
point
well.
on that,
The one
can't lie.
before that. One sec.
You've
I'm
got
gonna
a
make
good
both
point
of
on
them
that
for
still.
you,
No, man. I'm saying when I say Fredo, yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
like Fredo has. We all know Fredo can drop a single features. He could be consistent in the scene and it will be crazy. But in terms of albums,
I hear it.
you're not going to Fredo for albums. I think he's getting better. I think Independence Day was him starting to get.
I'm looking forward to his next album. But I don't know. If
I
I'm
think his
wrong.
next
looking
album.
forward to it as well,
I think his
yeah.
next album could probably cement him. But I'm saying he does have. Nines has a blueprint that he's perfected. That's why people love him.
You know, I hear
Not
it.
a lot of
Right.
UK artists can do that.
But you saying Fredo can't get there, or he's not?
No,
there
I'm
now?
saying, I'm comparing the two. Like you guys were saying that Nas just drops one album, then we wait for the next. But you're not going to Fredo for an album. You're going because you know he's the lit rapper at the time. You drop a single, drop a single, drop a single.
I see him differently. Maybe I'm not that type of fan because I like Fredo's albums. The last two.
I
at
think
least.
his which one was the one where he was locked up? That one was. I thought he's improved as a rapper over time. But I'm saying Nines has kept a level of quality and consistency that a lot of artists just can't do. Just because
You know-
they're present doesn't mean they're necessarily better.
In terms of quality control,
Yeah.
I agree and I get what you're saying. I just feel like people just go over the top.
I
too
don't
much.
think so. He's got a classic freestyle. His Fire in the Booth is one of the best.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
probably
it's the
one of
best, but it's one of.
Yeah, one of.
Yeah, you put in the conversation when you speak.
Do
about
you know
it.
so mad? See Fire in the Booth, yeah? Freestyles. I don't know why I still play it. I don't know why, but it's just crazy. But yeah, go on.
Yeah,
cold.
he's got a gold freestyle. He's got hit songs. He could do girl tunes. He could do just normal fun tunes. Well, airplane mode.
He's very
Man,
versatile.
A lot of people can't. Very versatile as well. And for what the criticism is of him, like he does the same stuff, but he's able to adapt to sounds. Like if you thought him and NSG would sound good before they released that track, you'd have been like, nah. I would have thought you're lying because that's out of his type of thing. But no, he actually made it work. Like so, for me, I feel like he deserves to be in that conversation of the work he's put in. Like
I hear it. I just don't think
he's top 5, top 10, sorry, top 10.
he's.
I'm that. If you say he's top 10, that's fine.
Yeah, top 10. Yeah.
Or even
But-
I'll say top 7 maybe.
Top 7, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
push for a young Europa. Yeah.
I'll say Skepta maybe.
Yeah.
J Hus maybe.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah,
Skepta
yeah.
Defo.
Skepta Defo.
Defo.
J Hus maybe.
Why maybe?
J-House is one of the waviest. I don't
Do you know what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah,
If J Hus does that
Wavy.
final one, the next one,
Yeah.
if it's like a classic like the last two,
I promise you. It will be.
100. Exactly.
I'm not the
Yeah,
captain.
That's
it's not
what
even. I'm not even.
Any and
debating it.
everything he touches is just.
Yeah, but I'm saying he just needs one more. Just one more. That's
Yeah,
what I was
he
saying.
just needs. Do you know what it is? He's like almost. It's
Yeah.
one place. Just,
Juju
he's
J's
for me-
there.
Yeah, he's
Juju
for-
J's
yeah, he's
there.
for me, he's already
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's
I'll
cemented.
say maybe. I'll say Gets is probably there.
Yeah.
But after that, Gets Kano maybe.
You see Kano.
It's been years.
But I
man.
wouldn't say better
Nah.
than Nines.
Years.
Nah.
Wretches.
Yeah, Wretch.
Wretch,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I do
yeah,
Wretch.
Wretch.
No, but Kano's tapes have been good though.
Yeah,
Made
but
in the
Nines'
manner-
tapes has been good as well. Like,
Yeah.
so that's the thing is. You
thing
can't really, if you say he's not in that conversation or
Do you know what it
he's
is?
overhyped. When you look at the field, it's like
Yeah.
he might actually be top 5. So then it's not really overhyped.
What I'm saying is, and this is, it's also a bit of a.
It's not
because
really that your type of.
Wait,
Yeah.
Stormzy's better than him.
It's Stormzy better than him.
Than Nines.
See now, this is where you're gonna have to.
He's a good artist.
in terms of
Stormzy's a
what,
good
yeah.
artist.
Exactly.
what?
In terms of rapping, or in terms of what he's been able to
Put it this way:
produce.
when Stormzy raps with another rapper, he brings out bars.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about Stormzy's own projects and singles, he does the singy thing. He does the pop thing, innit?
But
So as a rapper, Stormzy can rap. Like
Yeah.
he can throw down, but he doesn't do it consistently. You know what I'm
and that's what I'm saying.
saying? So I don't know.
Money
What
is-
do you want to take?
And
No, it's
that's
not that
and that's
he
why.
doesn't- It's just that like that period where he was on fire has been like
Kind of
we're kind of removed from it now.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a
The
minute.
hype's gone, innit? Like,
No, but he still goes number 1 if he drops an album.
that's
Yeah,
what
but
who
like
he is
nearly
now.
everyone
Pretty
does.
worldwide,
Nines has a
yeah.
number 1 album as well.
Yeah.
So if we're comparing Nines and Stormzy, for example,
And,
it's like,
and that's why I said that when it comes to, when people say, oh, like he's the greatest rapper, he's the best rapper, this, that, and the third, I'm like, but you need to differentiate. Is he the best rapper in terms of, or the best artist in terms of dropping tapes and whatnot? You could argue his corner because he does have solid tapes. But if you're talking about rapping, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm just talking about rapping.
Yeah.
Lyrics and rap go hand in. You can't have one
Yeah,
without
well,
the
no,
other.
we're not that. Not a lot of people aren't that strict with it though. In terms of
A lot
what
of
the
man just
definition
like-
of a rapper, like people
Yeah.
will see someone like I don't know, like M Huncho and call him like a rapper.
But he's
Not a rapper, but they'll say like he's a rapper.
I thought he's a singer.
Yeah, like he's more of a
Yeah,
vocal.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
exactly. So
yeah, okay.
that's
I
the
hear
thing
that.
as well. So people are
I think
when people say rapper, they just mean a black artist, really and truly these days.
100%.
Like it's borderline racism, but they just that's pretty much what they're saying.
Yeah, true.
But to go back to the album, let me even get the checklist.
Yeah,
I
the
thought it was,
album's good.
What's your favorite song?
Might have to be highly blessed.
Yes,
maybe.
yes, you're a smart man.
The
Yes,
rich
yes,
one,
yes,
innit?
yes,
It
yes,
has
yes,
to be.
Yeah.
Rex?
Cold.
Rex on the hook is it's a cheat.
yeah, it's starting to become a problem now.
It's a cheat
Yeah.
code.
It starts to become a
Was a
problem.
can't clean my sins on a person. What?
It's cold.
I'll say Line of Fire, Part 6. I really like that
Juicy.
one.
Let me go back to the album. Where is it?
Hear Me Out's another one.
Hear Me Out's a very good tune.
Different league.
Yeah.
That's cold. Differently.
For
it's
fella
cold.
is it
For
grew on me.
fellas?
For
Oh.
fella. Yeah, at first I didn't like it.
Jay Styles.
Hey, Jay
Aye.
Styles is
That's what I was gonna say.
I heard
Brother.
Poet talking about him on the pod, and I was like, Jay Styles is cool. But then I listened to the
Nah,
album,
Jay
and I was like,
Styles-
Jay Styles is
problem.
actually up
Jay
there.
Styles
I
is
think as
serious.
well
Yeah.
that goes into Nines' legacy, is like how much he's brought in the whole Northwest scene.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
Him
yeah.
and Scraps.
No,
Him
Hundo.
and Scraps. Oh,
Yeah.
Hundo.
Like a lot of these Northwest artists, they would have been popping, but he's not kind of related to the MCU, but it's like he's made his own Northwest multiverse. Like
Yeah.
you want to hear these different type of
I
guys,
hear that.
like and the amount of and the thing is for me, why I think Nines is one of the greatest to come out of this country, yeah, it's because he's very much like a hip hop artist. Like in America, when you look at like the early 2000s and stuff, a lot of rappers will have like the up and coming rapper on their album. They'll have posse cuts. They'll have girl tunes. Nines knows how to do that very well. Like he's introduced a lot of people to Clavish on Crabs in the Bucket.
That's what I was gonna
Introduced
say.
a lot of people to like different artists. Like his duo with Scraps is dirty.
Yeah, all the time. Every time.
His girl tunes like
Yeah.
I
on
didn't
the
like.
calendar.
I didn't like calendar. Though.
Okay, but his last one, Stalker Interlude.
Yeah, that's what I
A
think
lot of
Stalker
people-
Interlude is better than
Yeah.
Calendar.
Yeah, Stalker.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
Stalker Interlude.
You see-
better,
you
but
see one-
Calendar's alright.
You see one duo that has gone, I don't want to say unnoticed, but just, you know what you're going to get. It's a solid 7. And bro, Nines and Tiggs.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And even as a storyteller as well.
Yeah.
What was the last one? Crabs in the Bucket.
Oh, the one about the...
Niggas in charge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nigga-
when he's
yeah,
detailing like how his brother came off the road and then he had to take his place and all that stuff. Like I think when you look at what a rapper is, other than maybe what you said about him out barring people, that's the only thing I'll say
Yeah.
he doesn't do often. But other than that, he does
That's-
everything
that's-
else.
that-
Nines
Nine
can
out of
paint
10.
a picture for you, like you're rapping it and you can see it clearly.
And sonically,
Yeah.
it sounds amazing as well.
Yeah.
That's literally
Because
the
a lot
only
of times
thing.
that's the problem. It sounds terribly sonically, but the rapping is elite.
That's
So-
that's literally the only thing I hold against Nines. The fact that his bars aren't mad. And that's, as you honest with you, I was kind of looking forward to potentially like hearing an improvement on his lyricism on this album.
yes.
But then I realized he's a drug dealer, not a rapper.
It's not a
Yeah.
style. Like,
It's
Yeah, I
a
mean,
part-time job, bro. Yeah, rappers.
Exactly.
not
So
his main
I was
thing,
like,
yeah.
I'm content with it.
It's like actually, let me be quiet.
Yeah, but yeah, the album's one of my favorites this year. I'll say it's one of the contenders. I think it's better than Clavish's one. And we can speak about Porter's one later, but I do think it's like overall a better album than that one. But yeah,
Well, you don't agree?
No, I agree.
no, but the
It's
Clavish's
a good
one, I
album.
think that had more fat on it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you cut it down to the same amount of tracks as this Nas one, maybe you could. I would hear it.
Yeah, there were a lot of tracks on that.
Yeah,
I think
so
it was
that's
like
how I
20.
was
Too many.
yeah, that's why I wasn't really a big fan of it.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Too
Nah,
many.
I liked it, to be honest.
Yeah,
It was
No,
just
but you know
fun.
how Apple Music now you can sort out the songs you like and add that to your library.
Bro,
Yeah,
you need,
sure.
you need to
Yeah,
teach me how to do that because he keeps fucking up my thing, bro.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Bro, keeps taking songs out of the album for some reason. I'm like, bro, I'm trying
Yeah,
to...
that's what it does. You can take songs out of the album that you don't like.
Yeah, but I'm doing it unintentionally, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm just hearing like,
The bad.
yeah, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but yeah, I think he has won the album of the year for me, from the UK at least. Well, actually, America hasn't been dropping anything.
I can't remember anything.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, it could be there. We're obviously coming up to like the halfway point in the year, so you know, there's still a lot of music to look forward to. You know,
Yeah, true.
J Hus is dropping.
Allegedly.
Oh, come on, man.
Bro,
We don't know when that's coming.
Wait,
We don't know when that's coming, bro.
I heard a little something.
Yeah.
I heard a little something that
Your
he's,
sources.
that he's dropping. I didn't say soon, so niggas can't hold me to it. But, he's dropping. So yeah, there's a lot to look
But even
forward to.
what's beef on the album as well? Potter didn't wash him.
Nah.
No, thing is, I feel like that tune was good,
Yeah.
but
Potter didn't wash him.
I
bro.
think Nines is.
That's a rapper.
I think
technically.
Nines is outdone
Yeah.
twice now.
Who, Potter?
Yeah, I think he's outdone Potter twice now.
well, Gangsteritis.
Yeah,
music.
he outdid him.
yeah,
Nines-
definitely.
Nines-
You think he did it in the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Potter's
Gang-
verse wasn't anything crazy.
But
It was-
have
it
you
was-
heard the original one?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. The original one's better.
crazy.
It's better. But I'm saying like on part two, if you match their verses,
I
Nines
think
came in
I
harder.
like Nines is one better.
Nines
Yeah,
came in
so-
harder, bro.
So he's doing.
But then
against
again, I don't really like. No, I don't really like Potter.
I'll say swear.
It's not really for me. I don't.
You
think,
like
you know.
bars?
I do. I know. But I don't think he's for me.
Wait. Is it because he's?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
That's a big show.
No, it's not. It's not even because of that. Because even
Yeah.
when Training Day 3 came out,
Yeah.
and I was like, it was good,
Yeah.
but I just haven't warmed up to him. I don't know why.
We could get into that a bit later, but
Yeah,
in terms of the movie, what were you guys' thoughts on that?
It was good.
it was alright.
I think Lippy did his thing. I was
Yeah,
surprised by
Lippy
that.
did his thing. Yeah.
I feel like he acted like just him.
Yeah, that's how you know he acts, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounded. It didn't seem like he was doing anything out of character.
Okay,
I don't know. I
Exactly.
can't imagine Lippy as the head villain.
No,
I
but
can
I feel
imagine
like-
it was
no.
one of the mandem.
Yeah, but I feel like you've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
That's
not
what I mean.
not the
Yeah,
head
yeah,
you've
villain.
seen it so much that that's just how he is with certain people. If that makes sense.
But
Yeah,
I liked how Nines like humbled himself to play
yeah.
like
That's
a,
what
a
I
local
liked
man.
as
That
well,
was
yeah,
crazy.
because
What's
Bear
man's
Man
name
and-
again? The light skinny lights.
Like,
Yeah.
he did his thing.
I think that's
yeah.
still asking.
I think he did.
He had the most generic.
Yeah.
Lights.
I think he did his thing. Still, he was one of the best actors there.
Yeah, it was alright. But I feel like with Nines as
Oh
well.
yeah, shout out to homie Zays.
Oh,
A
yeah,
little
Zays,
cameo.
Zays,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had him on the pod, but I feel like with Nines, if he wants to take this like movie thing seriously, and also for it to help his music, he needs to do like a proper TV show, because I feel like these one-off films, they're like, because a lot of people complain about this album and saying, stop the films,
Yeah.
stick to rapping, da da da. I feel like,
I swear.
but I feel like if he was to like elevate,
Yeah.
or at least keep his fans happy,
Yeah.
I think he needs to like do like a proper TV show, maybe based on his life, like
Yeah.
on a Snowfall thing or Top Boy thing. Because I feel like
Ooh, I thought that would be a mad jump.
Thing
Thing
is-
do it anyway.
No, but
Nah.
when he rapped what's that song? Niggas in
in
Charge.
Charge.
Bro, that was
That
an
felt-
amazing story.
like you could
That
tell
was
it's
an
an
amazing
episode series,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
or like a season 1 or something.
The only contest I have that
Mm.
because I thought the same thing after Crop Circle 2. I was like, he could actually do a little something here.
Yeah.
However, this might be a wild take or something, but I feel like we need to. And when I say we, I mean as a culture and people that are in like the media industry. I feel like we need to also think outside of the block.
Yeah,
Not
100%.
the box.
We have
Yeah,
too
the
many.
block.
We have too many
But
gangs.
I'm saying his story though.
Yeah, no. So that's what I was agreeing, but I'm like,
You don't want to see like another. Yeah, hood
Blue
thing.
Story,
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
Boy,
yeah,
all this.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, It's always the same plot.
But I think as
The
well
hoods.
though, we'll be happy with it because it's like a BMF thing. Like I feel the exact same way as you, but like when BMF came out, I was like, they got me again, man.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it will be good shit. I
Yeah.
know that for facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even with the whole, remember when Ratman was just doing these whole film?
When are you gonna do
narrative?
it? He's got not something else coming out now.
Yeah, like
Some
yeah,
superhero thing.
Yeah, he said he's done with the hood stuff.
Yeah, which is what I want to see more of. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I was a bit conflicted when I was like, Nan should do it, but
But I'm
I
saying
don't
if
know
he
if I
wants to
want
get into
more of
like
that.
the media thing, like the way 50 Cent kind of did it, where he had the hit show and then he built the universe around that hit show. So if he wants to get into that, because like even when Kanye started doing fashion,
yeah,
people were getting onto him in terms of
I
album
remember,
because he didn't
yeah.
really like. If you look at the gap between Yeezus and The Life of Pablo, I think it's like 4 or 5 years. The guy used to drop every year. So yeah, if Nines is gonna keep making films or doing it, I think he should just go all in with it.
and I feel like his fans are kind of already used to him not necessarily being there.
Yeah, so it's like you kind
So
of
it
got
could
the
work.
audience that have developed like the appreciation for quality and time and stuff. So I say he does
I
that.
think he wants to keep it authentic.
And I
Like,
don't think he takes too much shit seriously. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a hobby to him. Like
Exactly.
he's just kind of doing shit because he has a lot of money.
No, but I'm saying in order to grow his music career, like obviously he has a great discography, and if he retired today,
Yeah.
you can still argue he's one of the best or whatever.
100%.
Yeah,
But
100.
I feel like if you wanted to evolve and people to stop giving him the, oh, you're rapping about the same stuff, like start making TV shows, get a hit TV show under your belt, rap about, flex about that type.
Do you know what it is though? Because he's still kind of in the game. He can't really talk too much. You get what I'm saying? There's only so much he can
you
share.
don't really care what the people think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
what
that's
I
how
think,
it
because
is.
He doesn't care.
Like in every rap song is so funny. He's always talking about like rap secondary.
Yeah.
Like, this is just
But
like,
I do this.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen.
he said, bro, I was the man before I did this. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just
So
saying
I-
if he wants to like
yeah.
evolve, because I do feel like he takes a lot of time and effort into his craft. So like if he wanted
Yeah.
to evolve, that's an easy way to do it. Just put like a TV show together, maybe based around his life or
Like
based-
a little
or hood story.
dramatization of the early days or something.
yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that could go very well. Like if he finds like a proper writer to write alongside him as well.
Well,
Like
he's
how
got the
Courtney
fans to
kept
do it.
wrote with 50 Cent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the fans to do it. So
Yeah.
it is solid.
I
Like,
feel like it'll go crazy in this country.
Yeah.
It's one of
Especially
them
because there's
things.
like early pictures of him when he was on like the corner.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
like
yeah.
there's like pictures of him like as a youth.
Yeah, so like even if the series ended like season 5 with him like starting to rap or today or whatever, like
It could even end with something like him going to his fire in the booth and then boom.
true. So I think
It can most definitely run, and I feel like people will definitely tune into it, and then
Yeah.
maybe blow a couple things out of proportion
yeah.
just for the sake of cinema and.
Because I feel like with these like short films he's making, it gets to a point where it's like there's only so much story you can tell. So I kind of want because there is a part 2 coming of the Crop Circle 2, but
oh, so you want more detail?
yeah, I want more detail. I want to.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
you can do more with his story, maybe another story, but yeah, I think like just releasing a couple 40-20 minute things isn't gonna like push the needle in terms of we view him as this like guy who makes movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I
Like
get
even
what
if
you're
it is just like it can even be a YouTube series because we all know the YouTube market for TV is just YouTube itself. To be honest with you,
Yeah, it's
could
great.
even be like 20-30 minutes, boom.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in each segment it could like for example with Crop Circle 2, you gotta have 20 30 minutes alone on. We know when it went to that scene where Lippy and My Man robbed him when he went to the fish tank. There could be an episode where it kind of explains that context.
Yeah.
So you get like that.
That was
Or
very
like
random.
Lippy's like placing the hood, and Nines is placing the hood. all that type of
Exactly,
stuff,
and
yeah.
then it ends on that, and it's like, rah, now there's a conflict. I feel like Crop Circle 2 potentially could have been like 3-4 episodes long.
True.
If you wanted to explain
Flush
it.
it
out.
out.
There is a lot there actually because you got the friend who snaked him as well.
Yeah, like his
gave it up.
motivations. You could
Yeah,
get
yeah.
He even got lights as well.
Yeah, you
Because
got that
obviously
as
he's a
well.
little man or whatever, but now he's obviously taken over with Nines. And then, to be honest, there's even the potential there for like other subplots. So, for example, the granny that obviously said yeah to the grow. There's that. There's people like Poet, Alhan's characters. Where
I ain't like Alhan's character.
That made no sense to me.
Alhan's character was just little voice note in it.
Yeah.
But like
Made no
Poet, for
sense.
example, like
Yeah, like maybe if you saw him in a couple more episodes, like he's a recurring.
exactly like like oh this is the guy. It's not just a thing where in Crop Circle 2 it's like oh yeah go to My Man and then he's there with
And you
Biddy
just see
or
the
whatever.
cameo.
Yeah, exactly. So if there was a bit more to that,
Yeah,
other
lots of different
little-
avenues still.
I think the way you left it, everything's kind of open for development. If you think about it, because the way it ended, it wasn't really an ending. It was,
Yeah.
oh, cool, I saved you. Now we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crop
need to-
Circle 2,
yeah.
the second part of it will probably be like what happens after that. But
Yeah.
It could lead to a betrayal thing still, because
Oh,
everyone's
whoa,
saying
whoa,
Lights
whoa.
runs it, all that stuff.
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So
you know how guys get sometimes.
could be Lights just, you're wet, I'm taking over, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It could lead to that.
I
You know what
don't
I'm saying?
need you type thing.
There's a lot that you could do with it.
I can't lie. My man's dad stabbing him in the leg was kind of mad though.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was mad.
Who's that?
Remember the brother that pawned the ring?
Yes, pawned the ring.
The one
That scene was mad as well.
I forgot.
Mm.
No, I forgot.
So you know when my man went to go snake to Lippy,
Yeah,
that brother.
yeah.
Before that, when everyone was like gathered on the ends and there's
Yeah.
like a grass pitch
Yeah.
and there were two people fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him and his dad, bro.
Yeah.
And then his dad shanked him in the leg.
Ooh, I didn't clock. Alright,
Kind of like uncle was mad.
Alright.
But the ring was wavy though.
Yeah.
Well, it was wavy.
I swear, I didn't even clock it
It's
like
like for
that.
£60.
Yeah.
Just
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the fact that you got a lot of like people just that are just like content creators in there. To be honest with you.
Mm.
I just think you could take it further
Yeah, no, he can definitely.
because I
He's
feel
at
like
a point you can do what you want. That's basically what it is.
no, but it's gonna get to a point because people are starting now where they're like, oh, like I feel like this album, you can make the same critique about maybe Crabs in the Bucket or Crop Circle, the first one. So I feel like this album, the fact that people are starting to complain now, it shows me like in maybe 2-3 years when he drops his next project, you can't just keep doing the same thing. Like if this is an avenue you can take seriously and like rap about that. Because you know how people say, oh, he raps about the same thing, That's not necessary. You can change that like narrative if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
I hear that.
Yeah, that's true to be honest. I don't know, but it goes down to that, like you were saying before, when it's nines, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Or do you want him to evolve and actually take rap seriously? Does he even really care?
I'm not saying he has to take it like super seriously, but like
Yeah, no, but I mean like more
you can
serious
add
than he
that.
does now.
Yeah,
innit?
you can
So-
add that to your catalog because even like Jay-Z or something like when Jay-Z started rapping about business, people started taking a liking to it rather than just rapping about drugs or being the best in the game. Like
Yeah, true.
it can give you a career, a second life. That's pretty much.
But
what I
with rappers, they're telling you their story about what's going on in their life at that moment, innit? So with Jay, he fully stepped away from drugs, so he had to talk about what he's doing in business,
yeah.
because it would have just been like,
Yeah.
like that's your life, innit? But with Nines, he keeps telling us he has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So he's kind of telling you, I don't know when I'm gonna leave the game, and I don't know when I'm gonna take rapping seriously. But this is my product, this is my life, innit?
Yeah,
So it's hard for him to talk about something else if he doesn't live that life, because then we'll think, right, why are you chatting shit?
It's not authentic.
Do you know? Let me ask you guys this question. Yeah.
Mm.
Do you think, like, obviously, rappers that started off in the game, whatever, whether it was drugs, fraud, just that and the other, and then became rappers.
Yeah.
When they reach a level where it's like, rah, people are checking for me. Like, my
Yeah.
album's doing this, my hits are this. You know, I've actually got fans.
Yeah.
TV shows or radios are calling me for interviews now. A couple, deals.
Yeah.
Do you then expect them to just say, you know what, let me just continue this rapping thing, especially when they've got that
110%.
fire, that burn?
110%.
Or do you not blame them when they go back into their criminal ways?
But you know, I think especially when you're young, I think certain things can become part of your identity, and like unlearning that is something that a lot of people just don't do. Like for example, your first job, you're not still in that mindset where you're thinking I'm at this level in life. I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. You eventually in life you evolve, you adapt. But with certain men, like drug dealing has become their personality trait. A lot of these things have become their personality trait. It's why they're lit on ends or why So now that they're rappers, it's like even the things they're rapping about is promoting the drug dealing and So it's like leaving it all behind. It's like they have to become a whole new person, and a lot of people that adjustment ain't easy.
But you know as well, I think with Nines, he went selling small bits. Like he was earning big boy money.
He was
So
the trap of the year. He
Yeah,
was
so
selling to the
like-
trap of the year.
for him to go to music, he's gonna be earning less than what he was making.
That
So
is
there's-
that as well.
There's no point in switching if you're gonna be earning less. In his
Obviously,
point of
there's
view.
just like that situation where if you're like a kingpin or whatever, then I kind of get it. And him saying it himself, like, oh, he's a full-time drug dealer, part-time rapper. I hear that. That's fine. But I'm talking about the ones where it's like you're not a kingpin, you're a drug dealer. Yeah, you might be a little. Yeah, you know what I mean, you're selling quite a bit, maybe even fraud. You're tapping into a lot, but when you start realizing that, oh, I can actually like make a proper name for myself with this rap thing, I'm seeing a lot of people like, how can I say it, that are shocked when they go back to prison.
Bro, I was gonna say, Potter Paper's a perfect example, bro.
And that's exactly what I mean.
I remember seeing him last year after he dropped his album on like a BBC Three show. Don had the chain on, he was smiling, he looked happy. Looked like he was gonna do music forever. Looked like he stepped out the game. Then 2 weeks later, I'm hearing he's in prison again for fraud and having a weapon. It's like, what happened? What happened in them few months?
And that's why I can't lie to you.
Yeah,
I don't feel sorry for him.
no, but like you man said, it's hard to get out of them bad
I
habits. You can't drop your friends out.
I fully do hear it. Like, it's hard to unlearn habits. I know. Obviously, I have the luxury of talking from a point of view where I was never in them things or in too deep. Where do you know what I mean? It's a part of my personality or whatever. But I feel like when you start realizing that, okay, I was doing this stuff because obviously I had to. Do you know what I mean? To make ends meet, to provide for my loved ones, etc., etc. Then now when you get to a point where like you're rapping or you're literally just telling your own story and you're saying, you know what, like I'm actually earning bread from it. It may be the same amount of bread, a little bit more, a little bit less. Obviously we don't know the finer details. But when you start getting to that position where it's like, right, I can actually become like a figure or something, surely something should like not click instantly, but it should become over time where it's like, you know, you might need to start distancing yourself away from actually being the one who's committing the crimes.
That's the thing though. It's very weird because there's way more than one aspect to it. So there's that aspect of, oh yeah, I could do this. At the same time, you're still surrounded by the same people. You're in the same place.
And the problem with London is like, you can, technically speaking, move out the hood and still be kind of like 30-minute drive away.
100.
One tube journey. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it's easy. You got to fully remove yourself completely and cut off all contact. And as you know, that's hard. Imagine, I don't know, you got a job somewhere, and that job meant you would never see any of the mandem again, or your family, or not family actually. Depends on your family is. But but just the mandem, you got to basically restart your whole life. It's difficult to do.
Which I get, and that's why I'm not expecting it to be like in an instant. I'm not expecting him to, you know, move out to flipping Bedfordshire or Essex or whatever. I'm not expecting him to do that. But I'm like, I feel like from a lot of these men's point of view, and I guess this is what I kind of take from their raps as well, where it's like, I'm doing this because obviously trenches, this, that, and the third, and this is my only chance. But now we're in a position where you've got multiple avenues because of this, because of your rapping. You've got multiple avenues to take where you can actually be successful. Like, I don't know. I personally kind of feel hard to like be
sympathetic towards
Yeah,
I mean, it depends how they
saying.
view themselves as well.
Definitely.
I think you could be blind to it as well though. Like, people could tell you, oh, I have all these avenues, you have all these avenues, blah, blah, blah. You might not see it though.
Yeah, some
You know
people
what I'm
do. I feel like someone, let's say Dave and Potter people, just will use those two as example. I feel like Dave, he had the ability, but it was just around it. Where someone like Potter, maybe, it was more so that's him. Like, that's who he is as a person.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a bit like you're expecting someone who, that's their character. Like, some people don't like playing the industry games. Some people don't like, some people don't even like the industry in general. Like, they don't even want to be around the industry. They don't want to do interviews. They don't want to go to those type of parties. But a lot of the time, if you want to take it to the furthest level, you gotta go to the award shows. You gotta sit with the content creators. You gotta do all these things. A lot of these guys still want it. They'd rather be chilling with the mandem. And sometimes your friends might be on something and you might just end up on it as well. Sometimes that happens as well.
Which I hear. And to be honest, that's the only, that point of view is the only one I feel kind of bad for, because obviously, you know, it's kind of like teaching the old dog new tricks. To the point where it's like, you know, it's just a mandem, like, and you might not see it as that deep, because I can't lie to you. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. But like, you might not see it as that deep if you see like one of, like, if the mandem are doing something, it's like, oh, like we're all going somewhere, whatever.
And even if it pops off.
Exactly. Do you get it? So that's where I can be like, you know what, it can be a thing where it's like, oh, I am trying to distance myself, but obviously I've already got either a record because I've already been penned before, or I'm already on, like, already have me on their radar and them things there. So I get it, but it's just, that's the only part I where I'm like, you know, it is kind of sad to see, but doesn't make me feel any indifferent.
At the end of the day, if they have to go to prison 20 times, if they learn their lesson at the 20th, then that's what happens. Some people learn it after the first. Some people learn it before they blow, just when they blow. But some people, it needs to take a couple of times.
Yeah, you need a wake up call, man. That's it.
Yeah.
It takes a while to come. Sometimes it comes quick.
And it's not everyone's phone that get, that ring sometimes.
Exactly. So, especially if you're not really, if it's not costing you that much, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nines is, let's say, he's in the life. He's not doing so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's doing
He
that
got
bad.
caught with a lot of stuff.
I know, and he's still cool though. But that's what I'm saying. So really, like
when your lawyer's doing a lot.
What? Yeah,
He had props on that case.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you get taught that lesson of, oh, bro, I've done a madness and I've got caught and I only got 3 months.
And I still get the adrenaline that I got when I was younger. Then, boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going back.
Yeah, people thought he was gone for like 20 or something.
I thought he was going for good.
Yeah.
That's what he's done. Like, yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy, man.
But does everyone see Snowfall in it?
Yeah.
Before we finished it. So, what were you guys' thoughts on we could do a series retrospective, and we could just do a series, or season 6 retrospective as well. What were you guys' thoughts on the overall series as a whole?
Cold.
From season 1 to season 6, yeah?
Yeah.
It started off well.
Yeah.
It got shaky in the middle.
Yeah.
And they brought it back the last 3 episodes. So, overall, it was a solid series, but not the best, like, drug dealing movie. Not movie series, TV series I've seen.
Yeah.
Not the best.
I think I had kind of an advantage because I started very late.
Yeah.
Started watching it from time, maybe season 5, midway season 5 came out.
Oh,
Yeah, so I started season 1, just like
I was
binged
from
it.
season 1 up.
Yeah, so I could just see the story. And to be honest, I was never at a place where I was like, right, like, how did we get here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I liked the way everything just kind of flowed.
Yeah.
There wasn't any massive jumps. Like you saw him start from the bottom and build his way up gradually. He made his first kill, all that stuff. Like, and then his character really started to come out.
Yeah.
I agree. In season 6, it was a bit slow at first. I think things
picked up.
they picked up in the second half, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
I think when Jerome died, that's when things really
got interesting.
Yeah. That's when I was like hooked. Like, oh, okay, we're actually in serious times now. You know what I'm saying? If Louis, I think when we were reviewing it, we wanted, well, obviously, I feel like everyone kind of wanted Louis to be the one instead of Jerome, innit? You know what I'm saying? But then, I can't remember who we had on, but she said that it would be too predictable. And that's what I liked about the show. It wasn't, you couldn't really predict what was going to happen more time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think so, anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like as well with Louis' character, I feel like this with every character. You guys might disagree, but I feel like every character had the same motivations. But whoever you were enjoying watching is the one you root for, and whoever maybe you're like they're alright. As they became more of themselves, you hated them more.
Wasn't everyone rooting for Franklin?
No, I feel like exactly. That's why everyone hates Louis, because a lot of people are rooting for Franklin. But if you watch it from like a Louis perspective,
do you think anyone like Louis?
I think her motivations were dumb.
I thought she.
But her motivations were pretty much the same as Franklin.
No.
They wanna, no. Okay, let me land. They want to be at the top.
To land quickly.
They want to earn the most. They want to. It's the same motivation.
Franklin wanted out. Louis wanted power.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Franklin wanted power and respect as well.
No, I don't think he cared about respect. He wanted to leave with his money and go.
Franklin wanted his whole family to eat and be good.
No, he needed his whole family. He didn't want his whole family. He needed his
No.
No, he looked out for them doesn't mean he did. I don't think that was in his. I think he had to have. Think about it. Everybody in his family were either in a position to help him, or there was no one in his family below him, or that he was putting on. Really, if you think about it,
I don't know.
Jerome's the muscle. You need a guy like Jerome on your team.
No, because he had plenty of muscle.
Louis had the woman from the club in the first season. Remember, she said that whole. If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't even be drug dealing. Really and truly.
I hear it. Yeah. But you have to understand.
Remember the woman in the club? That's how he got the first bag and then he got robbed.
I hear it, but without the brains, the whole operation wouldn't work.
No.
That was
Franklin. He's the CEO. He's the CEO, but every cog in the machine.
No, everyone's needed. But I'm saying once he realized, okay, you've bit the hand that fed you, he was willing to duck out. But then obviously his money got stolen. Do you know what I'm saying? So technically, it wasn't like he needed them. He got to a certain point. And he was like, right, I'm tired of you guys being ungrateful, because every single season, someone would fuck him up. Someone would just strip him up for no reason. If it wasn't Leon killing a daughter, if it wasn't Louis trying to say, I'm stepping out the game, if it wasn't Jerome licking Louis' ass, it's like, if the mum just being...
like that.
What?
That's his girl.
No. No. I hear it though.
Get your wife into check.
That's your wife.
Get your wife into check. She's fucking up the bag.
No.
She's fucking up the bag.
I hear it though.
She's the reason he's dead.
No, but like, if you guys
She's
had
the
a,
reason he's
if
dead.
you guys had a nephew or niece and they're here telling you what to do, eventually your pride is gonna start getting in the way.
It was
I don't
like
care
that.
how
You know
much
what?
you
No, you know what it
That
is?
wasn't his thing.
No, Jerome didn't felt a type of way. He was going along with Louis. Louis felt a type of way, and she kept convincing him, "Yo, baby, we need our own, piece of the pie."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Louis, I love you. Let's do that."
Yeah.
That's his point.
That-
That was his point.
Man had Gem and
That
Jerome,
moment,
bro.
But he did say for ages he didn't want to go to war with his family. But then Franklin.
Yeah, but that's because of Louis though.
It's
That's 'cause of
Louis.
Louis.
Are you man sick?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
If
Louis
Louis
actually kind of twisted Franklin's words
Yes.
Yeah.
because he was saying that she was saying that Franklin said that he's gonna kill me. He pulled a gun on me, and Franklin didn't say that. Franklin
What, if
said
he hold a gun to
no.
someone?
What I'm saying is because for someone like Jerome, who is a bit of a dense character, let's be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's two. If he had said that, if she had said to him that Franklin basically said that if I get in the way of his bag, he will do what's necessary.
He told them that already though. to their face.
Exactly. But this is the private conversation that him and Louis had, where he reiterated it. He didn't say, "I'm going to kill you." Louis went back and said,
No, but
that
he
he's
was
going to kill
erratic.
me.
He
No,
was
but
erratic,
if you
though.
put a gun on someone,
Yeah, and you're moving crazy.
you're gonna use
I'm
it.
gonna-
But
that's
you
what
have
he's-
these
You
man-
man are scary, man.
Franklin, when he
You
lost
man
his
are
money,
scary,
No.
man.
when he pulled that gun out, he could have just killed her.
Yeah,
No,
but the
He
police
was
man
moving
was there.
mad. He
When-
killed his family.
Wait, when
At the end of season 5, when
When he found out Louis took over.
yeah,
Yeah.
he would have killed
Oh,
her.
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
He
yeah.
would have killed her
After
because
he
think
found
about
out
it, he's
he
killed his friend.
Yeah.
Who else? Anyone could die to him.
I think
He had no care for family, whatever.
No,
His dad, he was dead.
Not that.
No, bro.
I'm
His
sorry.
dad was killed by Teddy, and he was still
did
working
not,
with
but
him.
you're acting like he just
That's
died.
how you know his
for
morals
whim.
were in the gutter. He
No,
would have killed Louis.
No,
if he
but
had
bro,
to.
you're acting like he kills people for whim. It's for a reason. It's like you're either a liability or you're actually in his way.
No, but
That's why he
his
kills people.
definition of a liability changes.
Yeah, it does.
Was it?
Anyone could get slammed out. If his mum had to get slammed out for that
No.
73
Because
minutes, he would have
wait, the
killed
white
her.
boy,
100%.
the white boy, what's his name, Rob, had to die because he was on coke
Yeah,
and
but-
he was snitching.
When he stopped becoming useful to him, instead of him to send him to rehab, do whatever.
No, he
It
tried.
wasn't
I
useful.
swear he tried to send him to
He
rehab.
tried, man.
No, do you know?
No. I think he tried one time and he didn't go. And then the second time when he said, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to rehab," and Rob was like, "Oh yeah, I'm actually trying to go. I'm always looking at the stars." He did him like Lely did George, bruv.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right. Like his morals are still bad.
Wait, no, you know why you're wrong?
'Cause
Because
his- that's the
Leon
strength of-
fucked up the most, and he never killed Leon. He never tried to kill Leon. He always had Leon's back.
But he
Leon
killed,
also had
he
his
killed
back.
Kevin.
Kevin was about to start a war.
That one was
Yeah,
different.
man, these man are
Exactly.
speaking in context, bro.
And
No,
Kevin
but
did that when they were small time, bro.
Yeah.
So
A war with the Mexicans, they would have been finished.
No, I'm not. That's not what
In
I'm
one
saying.
night,
I'm saying
bro.
his morals change. He will do whatever it takes to be rich, and that's why a lot of people love him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, Louis the original point was Louis was scared that he was gonna kill. Like he was gonna kill her.
Yeah.
Nah,
She was justified in
I
doing
think she
that.
played. I think she played that. She just
Exactly.
played it because
He would have killed her.
No, but she knew what he was on. That's why she had the
Bro,
police officer there.
he let her get raped. That man would have done it. He would have killed her if he had the choice. to.
I'm not denying that.
He would have done it.
No, I'm not denying. Oh, go on, go on.
No, you go first. You go first.
I was gonna say I'm not denying, but I'm saying everything like his morals are fucked. Of course they are.
Yeah,
But
he's
I'm saying he's consistent. Like everything he did was business.
Just because you're consistent doesn't mean you're good. Like not even a good.
I'm not saying
He's not even in the right in a lot of these situations.
I'm not saying Louis but Louis not a good person either though.
Nah.
I think there's one bad person going up against another
So
bad
many
person.
people fucked up for no reason. You telling me you didn't realize it? Like,
No, I get what you're saying.
yeah. So how can you?
He's
not-
saying Frank is a bad person, but he
Yeah,
is.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
Frank's a piece of shit. We're on the same page then.
No, but nothing in terms of family, in terms of friend, nothing meant anything to him. He would have killed anyone if it meant you get that.
I don't
man.
believe that.
Nah, bro. He
The
would've-
only time I can agree with you is when my man's money got stolen. That's when the change fully came. If you're saying in season 6 he was a full piece of shit.
No, but
I
obviously,
agree.
as the
But
show went
before
on, it
Yeah.
became worse. But I'm saying the fact that he was working with Teddy when he killed your dad is mad.
I don't think he had that
But-
kind of connection with his
No,
dad
but he had
anyway.
the plan to kill him. Do you remember?
No, but he
remember was
eventually
high-
became close to him.
Do you remember he was high at the wedding? He called Teddy up by accident and said, "Oh, like I'm gonna get you before you get me." And then
Exactly.
Teddy stole the money.
No, but
That's what I'm
if
saying.
I had the inkling that someone killed my dad, I'm riding out immediately, bro.
no, but he was
None of
he
that.
was-
emotions.
None of that. No,
That's
I'm
emotion.
not-
We ain't got time for emotions, boy. We ain't got time for emotions,
Bro, he ended up as a knee. It was all for nothing.
We ain't
No,
got time
no,
for
no,
bullshit,
no,
bro.
Because of his mum.
He was never gonna get the
And the
money.
mum,
He was never
the
gonna
mum
get
was
the
on a
money.
bullshit.
I think he was gonna get the money and then probably get assassinated. Either
Exactly.
way,
Either way, what was the
I'll
point?
take that over going to prison and leaving my son homeless as an alcoholic. I'll take that.
Nah, man. I think all of that was for what? Let's be real. Like, he sold out a lot of his family members for what? He went to war with his family for what?
I don't think he sold them out. I think they sold him out.
Yeah.
No, they weren't cool with him, but Jerome didn't want to go to war. Like, Franklin initiated that war.
That was Louis.
That was Louis, bro.
No, that was
initiated
Louis'
the war.
ego. Louis' ego was the reason Franklin did what he did. But
Nah.
when at the end of season 5, when he robbed the place, that's not Louis' fault technically.
It's
That's Franklin crossing the line.
No, because
Louis crossed the line before.
Yeah.
By
That's
taking
what
over, but she crossed the line.
Yeah.
As soon as she
No,
got
that's
behind
a
his back,
moral line, but he actually started killing people. He actually started a war with his own family.
To be honest, that's the same in that game. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you basically robbed the plug.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but deep it. Imagine. He put, Louis may have put him on, but he's the one that built up everything, yeah? So he's built up everything. Louis would not be in this position if it wasn't for him. So now, from his perspective, I've built you up. You've gone behind my back, taken over once I said I'm out, and then I come to you for help, and you don't want to help me.
Yeah, that's technically the same perspective Teddy has then. I've built you up, I've done this, I'm giving you
No, he was already dealing. He was already dealing. Because Teddy didn't have rock. He was never making
in
that
terms
amount of
of
money.
getting Franklin to millions, Teddy was the reason he had that all that.
Nah, I'd say Franklin. Only because
Franklin would have never got to that point without Teddy, man.
I think he was getting supplies. He was getting supplies from other people.
That were under Teddy, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I can kind of hear it. Yeah.
I hear it, but then he
Teddy
wasn't
doesn't
making
owe,
that.
Teddy, the way I view it, Teddy doesn't owe Franklin, and Louis doesn't owe Franklin anything as well.
No.
Oh,
That's
Louis,
different.
no.
No,
Louis
after a certain point, I don't want to be under. Like, everyone wants to get promoted in work. So why is that different, bro? How many years
But
has she been
that's-
under his
maybe
thumb?
I'm different.
But
After a certain-
maintain, man.
but there's
Live
different-
and
No,
maintain.
but the thing is, we look at the show through Franklin's perspective. We don't see it from Louis' perspective. Maybe once she started getting money, she's thinking,
No, fuck her
I
perspective.
don't.
I'm
I'm
on an ignorant thing now, man. Fuck her perspective.
I think on motivation
No,
really
it's not every day. Let's be. She doesn't want to be under him all the time. Like.
No, but Franklin wants a good life. That's what he wanted. Louis just wanted power. That's
I reckon
pointless.
if she was patient,
That's-
then he would have
And,
given
and,
her.
and do you know what it is, yeah? It wasn't even a thing where, and this is why I said a difference between when you said Franklin and Teddy, because Teddy had people working for him, under him, and it was like, know your place, bro. With
Yeah.
Franklin, yes, you can say his family was technically under him, but bro, he was building up his mum's real estate thing. When Jerome said he wanted a shop to do tires and speakers, he said, yeah, go have that, unk. When Louis was negotiating with, I think Louis came to him and said,
He got at the nightclub.
Yeah.
He got at the nightclub. Remember
that as well.
Yeah.
But you know when she went to the guys down south to go
Yeah.
help out her family,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
alright, cool, do that for them.
He also shut up the nightclub, by the way, because he.
That's great.
But you get what I mean. It wasn't a thing where it's like you guys are.
Yeah,
are
but
the
he keeps
grunts.
his workers happy. That's what he does.
No, but
He's like a good boss.
it wasn't. It wasn't
If
it
I'm
wasn't
in
necessarily a
millions
thing.
and I have a good boss, I'm
Do you know what it is? If you're the smartest man in the room, yeah, I have to listen to you, bro. Like, I know something bad is going to happen if I go the opposite way. Like, if you tell me there's poo on the floor, you tell me to watch my step, am I going to walk into the poo? And that's what Frankie kept doing. He kept
but
telling these people,
if I now
if you
teach
keep
you-
doing this, this is what's
If
going to
I
happen.
now teach you how to not walk into that poo, why are you still listening to me?
Because I'm the one that.
If
taught
I've
you.
taught if I've taught you everything, what's the?
I'm the
I
one
haven't
that
taught you
taught you.
everything. I haven't taught you everything though. I've taught you everything you know, but I haven't taught you
No,
everything.
but
I
like
know.
Louis is competent enough to run her own drug dealer business. Why does she actually need?
It
I don't think
collapsed
she
in a
was.
few
It
months.
fell- yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It
It fell
collapsed
apart.
in a
Because
few
of
months.
Franklin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Franklin was smarter than her.
Yeah, you don't
No,
bite.
no,
You don't
no.
bite the hand that feeds you. That's the point. Dude.
Exactly.
I'm saying, like,
You don't.
you don't bite. Like, if
Technically, the hand that feeds her is Teddy. Technically speaking, but
No, no.
Franklin was just on a revenge thing because of the
I hear
money.
what you're saying with Teddy, yeah, but at the same time, Teddy did not have this operation running at all. He had cocaine and he wasn't making any he was making a
needed someone.
percentage of the peas that Franklin brought in with rock.
Yeah.
So when Franklin made rock, they started seeing real money.
Exactly.
That's what it was. So
But I'm
You know what I'm
just,
saying?
I'm just saying.
Franklin's only sin was being smarter than everyone. That was his only sin.
I'll say
His
it's more
biggest
so
sin, his biggest sin,
manipulating.
his biggest
I'll
sin.
say it's more so manipulating as well.
It's drug dealing. You have to be a bit, you
Yeah,
know.
it's not
You have to
joking.
be a bit
Bro,
crafty.
bro,
You know. You have to be a bit.
if you get manipulated, it doesn't matter. Eventually, when you sit down with yourself, you're gonna be like, "Nah, I'm not a dickhead." That's what a lot of them sat down with.
but what was she?
The way Franklin was speaking to her was reckless, bro.
What was her problem though?
I was gonna say,
I'm actually think what was actually her
like,
problem?
what actually sparked it?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember them like I don't think man ever disrespected his auntie like that in terms of saying like maybe at Thanksgiving, shut up, man, I put you on or whatever.
He never said, yo, you work for me.
No, but whenever let's say season 4. Let's take season 4. He definitely said
Leon in the car.
When it came to decision making, he definitely made it abundantly clear I'm at the top. But what I'm saying, like, when it came to season 4 and they were in war with Manboy and there was no we're doing this as a community. It was like Franklin's telling you what to do. Not everybody wants to be a soldier, you know. Like obviously,
she wasn't a soldier though.
Exactly.
She was sitting in the kitchen. Bro, she wasn't doing that. She wasn't doing the damn thing.
I actually remember now. She was getting too big for her own boots because she was the one saying like, "Why can't I make decisions? This, that, and the third."
Yeah, like why can't she though?
No, but it's not a thing.
But you weren't here.
But she was there. She was there from the start.
You know the smart.
She was there from the start. Episode 1, she's there.
She wasn't making decisions from the start.
She was a runner.
She
was a runner.
No, but when it came
She was
to
a runner and a prostitute.
She was even the side.
She was there using her body to calm down the woman in the club. I remember.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember.
Exactly.
But I'm saying all of that would have happened without.
Look, season 4, she got too big for her own boots because it was like, let me make decisions. But it's like at the same time, you're not the smartest one here. You're not the one that has put everyone to the position here. You might have had the one connect with your little lover and that, but come on now, like be real. Out of everyone in Franklin's circle, Franklin, Leon, Sissy, Jerome, and Louis, not one of them could make an executive decision that would make sense because Sissy, she was still on a part-time civilian thing. You know what I mean? Jerome doesn't have the capacity for it. Leon at the time was just about smoke. Louis. Bruv, I feel like she's a bit of a erratic character.
She's a problem.
No, but at the end of the day,
she is a pussy though.
I just feel like Franklin's a bad leader. I feel like he's a bad, and I feel like if you choose to, let's say for example, right.
I think he was a great leader. I quite like.
No, but if you're built like as a leader, it's not just about the decisions and the executive decisions. It's also about the people you're managing as well. If you're gonna be making Louis this person that's gonna have millions and whatnot, eventually she's gonna grow her wings and. Eventually she's gonna want to, do her own thing.
And that would have did it. And that would have been fine if she had stuck to the plan that Franklin had when he wanted to start going into real estate and move away from the game. That would have been fine.
Yeah, but it's not. Sometimes with ego as well, it's not about what's convenient. Like as a leader, you have to realize that someone's ego might just mess up your whole plan. So you have to pick who you choose wisely. Like,
so you agree he should have killed her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he should have chosen her in the first place, maybe. But at the same time, if he had no choice, he had no choice because when he got shot,
he had around him, innit?
Yeah. When he got shot, it was the whole family that had to.
Yeah, but when she slams you out, you can't be upset as well.
No,
you pick someone who, when you give them a bit, they're gonna hurt you.
No, but it's not like that characteristic was ever made clear. Like once he got shot and she took over for a little bit. She got a bit gassed, and then he came back.
Exactly. No, but if someone like that, like Leon, for example, Leon, even when like Franklin came out of prison, whatnot, he was still like, not that he was still under him, but he still respected the authority.
Exactly.
The fact that Louis doesn't have that same, the fact that Louis doesn't have the same personality shows that you probably should be having someone like that under you.
However, he had no
choice. Gonna slam you out.
He had no choice because A, he got shot, and B, that's your uncle's wife. So why would you even think that there's a potential that your own family will slime you out?
There's no way you can
not even slime you out. Do what's best in their interest that doesn't benefit you.
No, but they had a good relationship.
Why do you think? So why would you even think? Exactly. Why would you even think that's a possibility if this is your family that everyone's involved with drug game now?
You know what I'm saying? Like he made at least 5 millionaires.
Yeah, but how long does she have to wait before she does what's in her best interest?
If she says she went out. I guarantee you.
But
I mean, disrespectfully, he knew it was better for her than she did.
He did.
And to an extent, Jerome did as well.
No, but if Jerome and Louis were at, so let's say when Frank
Jerome was done with the life.
No, but let's say before that year, like the end of season 5. Yeah. If it was just Jerome and Louis running it, they would have had it fine.
I don't know.
In my opinion. No, because she had it cool with the crazy brother. Yeah. Like, no one's really messing with Louis and Jerome like that because they will fire back. But the fact that Franklin made her weaker, the fact that everybody else made her weak, it affects things like.
And also the fact that Jerome was an OG.
He's OG as well.
I think we saw less attacks. Like, I feel like when there was a lot of attacks on Louis, but when Frankie was in charge, there weren't that many.
If you guys like that, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be up to date with all of our releases. And tune into the whole episode now on Spotify and Apple.